Nigma again, right?
Okay.
So we'll see Liquid level up.
That's fair enough. Yeah, Liquid looking a little lost in that last game, but we've seen them bounce back before.
Sure have.
Many a time. These are the defending champions we're talking about, Cinderman.
Liquid rarely do it the easy way. They like playing more games.
True.
So, well, if they like playing more games, they got to get to game 3 here. That will give them one more game.
Absolutely.
Smoke on smoke action. GH will be the one to break it. NSO will Insania instantly getting the vision out. And a nice D-ward for the side of Liquid. Boxy getting 100 gold for his troubles.
I hope this is a 60-plus minute game, Cinderin.
I think that's highly unlikely given the heroes. Don't you think? Do you think Alk can play this game that long?
Yeah, why not? You gift Ags to people at some point.
Well, sure. I just mean
infinite scaling.
I think Nigma Galaxy's game plan falls apart before 60 minutes is what I'm saying. I don't know if this is realistically going to go that long.
Oh, disruption. Ghost can be able to pick up the bounty, gets off the concoction, gives GH a little bit of space, but he's going to take considerable amount of damage. Saberlight blocking him. Blood grenade should seal his fate. First blood to Saberlight on the off lane, undying.
Add insult to injury in this bot lane. It's already going to be hard on paper for the Alchemist. Throw a bit of gold Undying's way. Could maybe buy 2 mangoes if he wanted to, or get a faster soul ring. Omar is a really good hoodwink, by the way. We didn't talk about this in the draft, but I think this is probably, if you ask me, his best hero. So getting his hands on that in this game, be interesting to see if he can pull off some nice combo. He does have some solid setup, right? There's a lot of things that allow you to connect your Bushwhack and ult. You've got slight chains, you've got Arena to hit sharpshooters with, Bane as a setup. The support duo is actually lethal here.
Yeah, that's true.
So the saves of Liquid need to be on point.
And in the mid lane, it's going to be Nisha on the puck, his best hero, surely.
Yeah, it's his best.
Has there been a better puck in the history of Dota? I don't know.
He's playing against his second best hero.
Yep, that's true. Sumail on the Ember. As Ghost taking a bit of a beating. And we'll see how long it takes for somebody to die in this lane. Saberlight will continue the pressure, no doubt. All right, what hero do you like in this matchup, Puck versus Ember? You get Flame Guard in this lane.
In the lane itself, I like Ember a bit more. Overall in the game, I think it's double-edged.
Ice Shard's blocking and Ghost. Oh, Concoction is going to have to be self-stunned. That is unfortunate for Ghost. Saberlight gets the kill. He is off to a terrific start.
They do lose the Tombstone, though, so GH gets something the other way. But yeah, that's...
really good timing on the snowball. They'll have to use Fairy Fire. Nisha going to continue the pressure, though. Bottle will keep him just barely alive. Each hero will get their own water rune now.
Close call there. Now, in the past, what Embers would do in this lane against Puck some time back would be maxing Slight and going Blightstone to just whittle away at the Puck in lane. But I think Puck's ability to regain resources through the new Innate, as well as the overall nerf to the Orb of Corrosion buildup, probably swings this matchup a bit more. I still think Ember is favored, but it's more tolerable for the Puck. And Embers also like going 4-1-4 build with Chain Gang. So
Sumail is doing quite well. 17-2 versus 10-1, so not really that close at the moment. As a result, level advantage for Sumail as well.
I also have to say that I think this season, Sumail has been a better laner than Nisha, so it's not too surprising.
GH, okay, Tombstone is going to go down one way or the other, but Ghost taking so much damage to the tag team. He gets the Tombstone, dies afterwards. Saberlight is on fire right now. He is on a killing spree, 3-0.
What can I say? You asked for this when you picked Elk in this game. Like, you knew you were going against offlane Undying Tusk, and they picked it anyway. It's high risk, man. I I was worried for them. Maybe they can get a trade here, though. Ghost coming back.
Oh, he's going for farm. There's no way, and his courier goes down as well. Oh, man, it's a disaster for NGX in this laning stage. course, Alk does have a lot of comeback mechanics. The fact that he gets more gold than other heroes, in case you weren't aware of that.
Yeah.
But
he's going to need it.
Start. And, I mean, it gets worse in the fact that you can't, like, if you're losing this lane, you're going to lose control of the Lotus area as well, which a hero like Undying just absolutely thrives on.
Yep.
So we'll see how long they can even stay in this lane. Feels like they, from the NGX side, going to need to switch something up potentially. Of course,
good news for
from Sumail could do wonders once he hits level 6.
That's true, and the good news for Nigma Galaxy is the other two lanes are going well, right? So Ghost is having a horrible time, but Sumail is doing well in mid. We already established that, and Mars again against Void. Most offlaners just like playing against Void because the lane is kind of free to farm in. He's 20 and 9. Mickey yet to get a deny, so not looking too shabby there for.
That is kind of unusual.
The Mars. Sumail going to do the long walk of shame back to base here, getting whittled away at by Nisha over time, but with the early advantage in CS, he should come back and be just fine.
Oh, this is still rough to watch. When you have to block these creeps just to have a chance of getting experience. Like, you forget about the gold for now, because you can't get close. Just leeching XP as GH stuck inside the shards, and now we see the tag team again.
Oh, this time's a bait though.
Oh, it's dodged though at the last moment, but Omar has arrived. A lot of damage being applied. Blood grenade onto 2. Boxy. Looks like he's going to be able to exit. Last right click, not enough for Omar, and now Saberlight turning his sights onto the Hoodwink.
Nice stick usage there.
Not enough. As Omar stuck inside the shards. Has the Acorn shot at his disposal. Concoction again dodged as Omar does find his way to the grave. And now Ghost is on super low HP. This is tough stuff.
This time they set it up as a bait to get a 2v3 and they still lost it. This time they brought third hero and the third hero dies.
Boxy has dodged, what, 4 spells already?
Yeah, Tusk is just incredibly good against Alk in this kind of lane. It's really, really... At this level, you're just going to pull that off consistently. You're going to dodge these concoctions. It's telegraphed. There's a countdown timer. You know how long Snowball lasts. So it's really hard. And Liquid will take advantage of that in a big way. Now, with the Hoodwink rotation failing, who are they bringing next time? Is it going to be Puck, or are they just going to accept? Because there's 2 ways of playing a game like this. You can try to bring Alchemist into the game by bringing heroes down there, or you triple down on pressuring the other sides, of other lanes of the map to force rotations.
Fortunately for Noob, the spear did not latch to a tree, and this turns into a 1 versus 3 as Boxy makes the rotation, and this is going to be a kill for Mickey. Now that bottom lane starting to bleed into some of the other lanes as a coil from Nisha onto Omar. And that is enough for yet another kill for Liquid, 6-0.
As you like to say, the duality of Nigma Galaxy here.
Yeah, of course.
Disruption?
Yeah, Insania is going to accompany GH inside this area, but both Boxy and Insania get the Shrines of Wisdom. So Liquid just adding insult to injury as GH falls to Nisha.
This is 2 games in a row now that Liquid get both Shrines at 7 minutes. Last game they ended up losing. This one looking very, very healthy though.
Absolutely. Boxy this time will get speared to a tree. And this is going to be the first kill for NGX unless he dodges everything.
Just missed 2. Wait, does he have Sister Shroud? No, that was just 2 uphill shots. Tower plus Omar both missed.
Yep.
Simultaneously. A little bit of good RNG. Still dies, though.
NGX on the board.
Here comes Saberlight. He's going to start diving Ghost one-on-one, and Ghost has to run away. Because if Undying ever comes close, he'll pop his ult, and he'll kill you.
Yeah.
Have fun in the jungle. He has 34 CS, actually. I wonder how many of those are low value.
Trolls, yeah. As we see the coil. Nightmare save, though, giving some space for Sumail to go back in, potentially. A lot of damage being applied by Nisha. It's not going to be enough for a kill, though. He's up orbing away. And this was not even for a rune, so unusual timing from both sides. Now some pressure to that tier 1 tower is NGX just looking for something to go their way.
This had me thinking, Sleepwalk is actually an interesting counter to Puck, where you coil someone and they run to the edge of the coil and then you nightmare them out of it. And during the invulnerability frames, they can actually break and snap the coil and not take the stun or the damage. It was close to it there. GH, I think, was trying for it on Sumail, but he was a little bit too far from the edge. But might come into play later. Keep an eye out for that. Nisha pulling Sumail back. Throw a couple of remnants and refill. Return to mid. He's got his work cut out for him this game. I think this game at this point for the foreseeable future is heavily riding on Sumail's individual performance. After that death top, Mars is still looking fine, but yeah, the Alchemist recovery is still ahead of him. As I say that, he is second on net worth, but
it is an Alch.
It's Alch.
More than I thought he would have.
Yeah,
still.
They have actually done better than expected, all things considered. So maybe I have to eat my words. Looking at the board is not that bad. How did he recover that much? Even if they have some stacks, that's still surprising. He was able to get that much his way.
He goes for the Talisman Evasion first.
Yeah.
Into the eventual Radiance. Have to see what kind of timing that's going to be. It feels like it's going to be maybe regular timing for a regular hero, unless he's given all the space in the world now. GH eventually spotted. This was a long time coming, it feels like. Oh, the TP. He's actually fine.
Heads up.
No Walrus punch yet.
Time wasted for the supports of Liquid. And of course, the more time they spend doing other things, the less time they spend contesting Alchemist on the left side of the map. And even if they knew he were there, it's kind of hard to access that without a smoke anyway. It's one of the safest places on the map right now.
That's right. The old Tormentor spot. We all miss it.
Yeah, all of you missed that.
Now that the Tormentor doesn't exist anymore for us lowly players, as you said last game. Very sad.
Try getting good, then it exists again.
Okay.
Maybe people just don't go for Tormentor in Turbo. They don't have time.
Yeah, the game's over by then.
Yeah, they're busy.
Tormentor needs to spawn at 5 minutes.
They're queuing Turbo because they don't have time for a long game. So as soon as you hit minute 5 and 10, you're just brawling, right?
That's right.
There you go.
Late game Dota. Gotta love it. Nothing better.
Yeah, that 10-minute late game.
Yeah, why not? Criticize so much. You know, a lot of people play Turbo.
Turbo is a great mode. No joke.
Stuck inside the shards. Saberlight, he's actually going to pop his ult for this.
Yeah, he needed to, I think.
Really?
Well, otherwise, they have to extend the chase with Boxy. I guess they could have done that, but then there's the risk of a turnaround play. Like, you kind of just want to get that kill and get out of there. It gets awkward if they chase another 5 seconds, so... Omar again, Coil.
Coil comes out from Nisha. This is going to be a support kill onto Omar in all likelihood. Another shard block from Boxy. Just S-tier class Tusk play from Boxy, as always.
One of the best to do it on this hero, for sure.
9-1 advantage for Liquid. Only a 1K lead against an Alch, though.
Yeah. But Saberlight's having a... I think Liquid's win rate when Saberlight is top net worth at minute 10 has to be incredibly high.
I mean, I feel like you could say that for any offlane hero.
Shut up.
When the offlane is top with net worth, they have a high percentage of winning. It's crazy.
That was the opposite of shut up.
GH.
Okay. Disruption. Think he's going to die here?
Yes.
Thank you. 10-1, mid tower, under siege.
Still racking up. And really, this is the Alch watch on Radiance. He's 2K into the Sacred Relic.
Yeah.
As a tier 1 tower pressured down, Saberlight and company will claim it.
And Saberlight himself is obviously going to make his way towards some big items. He's close to a Lotus Orb already.
Man, that has been a very common pickup.
It's so good.
Very early.
It's so good on Undying. And in this game, you're against Bane, you're against Searing Chains.
I feel like you have to do something about this if you're NGX. Absolutely cannot give up your stacks. Disruption comes out.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, Sharpshooter hits. This should turn into a kill onto Insania. And Saberlight puts the tombstone on the cliff. He gets speared. They're going to be able to take out the tombstone as well. Saberlight in a lot of trouble. Remnant comes out. That is the death of the biggest hero in the game. Double kill for Sumail as NGX still trying to defend their Ancients, and Liquid's still around to try to contest. Mickey does have the Chronosphere at the ready. Noob's going to be able to get the arena off and the spear onto Mickey as Saberlight in that Flesh Golem farm. Sumail is going to get snowballed and coiled. He's in a lot of trouble now. He drops to the deck as Nisha gets credit for that one, and Saberlight and company now will be able to clean up the Ancients.
Yeah.
Started off kind of rough, but as a sharpshooter coming out, it's enough. So Omar snipes out one.
Nice
Obviously,
kill.
that helped a lot that Saberlight has an innate that gives you another life.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if he doesn't rejoin this fight, this doesn't go this way. And Nisha, with some great backline play, managed to kill the Bane alone, and then he follows up and still has the coil for Sumail. So I was just about to criticize Liquid for making that invasive move without truly committing for it, but yeah, conveniently forgot that Undying has 2 lives, so it works.
Yeah, it looked really good for NGX there for a moment.
Yules for Noob coming up. So the build paths that we've seen on Mars in this tournament, we've seen XXS went Pipe in this slot, and then he went Yules. Omar might do the opposite order or bypass the Pipe entirely and get something else. GH, oh, Nisha, if he gets gripped here.
Searing Chains onto 2. Tombstone is placed. Saberlight doesn't have a second life this time. Is broken right now. It's a sharpshooter doing a lot of burst damage. They have to exit, though.
Sumail dodged the coil.
Resetting, but look at the pressure applied to poor Noob on the Mars. Wrong place, wrong time for him. As Liquid, again, that looked okay for NGX at first, but Liquid just prevails. Close to the Blink Dagger now for Nisha. Mickey has the Maelstrom on the way into the eventual Mjolnir.
Yeah, Alchemist is 4th on net worth, minute 16.
Yep, that's not good. Does have Radiance, though.
Yep.
16-minute Radiance, that's, like I said, normal timing for a regular hero.
Yeah,
bad timing
exactly.
for Alc.
Yeah, it's very, very slow. They've got a mountain to climb here. The thing for Nigma Galaxy, though, is one well-executed team fight, and there's this awkward moment in the middle of this game where I think Liquid are actually going to maybe struggle with damage a little bit in, say, 5 to 10 minutes. It's when Puck is not quite there yet for the next damage item after Witchblade, and Void is still not fully there after Mjolnir. Like, there's a possibility in that window that Nigma Galaxy with good itemization could take a team fight and win it off of being tanky enough. But if they miss that window, the curve swings up again when the next items come out.
Yeah, Noob trying to get a pick off here on the box. He's going to force a rotation, though, from Mickey. Snowball.
Still has that chrono.
Oh, he actually does connect despite the Mars Arena going down. Noob stuck inside his own arena now, outnumbered, and will eventually fall as the grip comes out from the sideline. But GH,
Ghost,
you have nobody nearby.
That.
Ghost dies, okay. And GH looks to be next on the list. So double kill for Mickey.
Ghost died to Puck Shadow Demon.
Yeah, this is rough.
Ember seemed nowhere near this, and yeah, you can see the damage breakdown there. Big damage coming out from Nisha at this point. As I was mentioning, it's not right now. It's when the next items come out that becomes a concern, but... Oh, he's self-stunned? Oh, no.
That's not
well,
good.
That would explain it. That'll do. Liquid with a Roche now in a very commanding position.
He has a hard time getting concoction. You have the snowball dodge, which we've seen. You have puck phase shift. You have disruption. Like,
yeah,
not an easy spell to even hit.
It's true.
Oy.
It's understandable, though. He did, well, they last picked the hero, so they knew everything.
That is true.
That was coming. He didn't get counter-picked. They chose it themselves. Liquid now in a good spot, and they've got to feel really comfortable, right? This is when Liquid are at their best, in my opinion, is when they have better late game and Nisha's playing Puck. Like, that's just that is the best Liquid setup for winning.
I thought it was going to be something deeper, but yeah, just pick Puck.
Yeah, well, they first picked it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Nisha, Puck, and good late game, and get there, you're golden. So Mel taking some damage. No commitment, though. He's just trying to poke a TP out of the side of Nigma Galaxy. Not biting, though.
Are we ever seeing the other facet on Puck these days?
Pretty rarely.
Curveball
is so good.
Until the buff. As they find Sumail, sleight of fist, remnant.
Ooh.
Oh, into Saberlight's arm.
Oh, hello.
Right. Decay hits. Sumail has a remnant out, but it's not that far.
Oh, now Nigma Galaxy are kind of deep.
Oh, Mickey almost ran into him. Looks like Sumail will live as Boxy survives the sharpshooter.
This is so awkward. They're actually getting away with 0 deaths here on both teams. Wow, that was an insanely deep dive from Liquid, but recognizing that Nigma Galaxy don't really have what it takes to fight them back. And I think a really big difference between this game and the first one has been GH's inability to really set anything up. On the Coddle, he had massive impact. This one on the Bane, 0, 6, and 2. They picked it as an immediate counter pick to the Puck. Haven't really got much for their... Haven't got their money's worth for a first pick, I would argue.
No.
Might change now. Mickey.
He has used his...
They got him.
Getaway. And that's going to be an easy pickoff for GH.
Oh, GH is on the board.
Yep. He needed that one badly.
Got a Ghost Scepter now.
That's a big kill for NGX, but they're going to need a lot more of that. Saberlight won't waste any time as Tormentor will be Liquids.
Short for Insania, Demonic Cleanse.
That's
Chains.
good for Chains and...
Enfeeble.
Yep.
Not skilled, though. So, yeah, just pretty much just the Chains. Offensive Yule, I guess. But it's never bad to have the utility, and it also heals, right? So even if the cleanse isn't useful, you heal 450. It's a really strong heal when expiring.
He's almost done with a Blink Dagger. Good grief.
Yep. Still looking very, very healthy for Liquid. In spite of losing Mickey there, it's a little bit of a bump in the road, but game plan is continuing.
Nisha.
GH trying to be cute here.
To counteract this, GH pays the ultimate price.
I will say he was successfully cute, but he didn't get the shrine.
Well, that's always the case.
Yeah, exactly.
GH.
He's trying and he's successful in that. Spear missing.
Yep.
Chain.
Oh boy.
Okay. Is anyone?
Self-concoct, Boxy.
Oh, there's no. Okay.
They're gonna get one.
Pew.
Not pretty, but NGX will take what they can get at this point.
Yeah, it's something.
You still feel like one good fight for NGX that can get back in this, or are they a little bit too far behind? They need a few, like 2 fights.
I think one is enough, but I mean, it needs to be a pretty convincing one, right? Getting like a 3-for-2 trade is not it. You need to win a little bit more than that, but it's mainly if they can keep this gold lead at around 4K for the next 5 minutes. I do think they hit a timing eventually at some point for a little bit, but it's a narrow window, and you got to play it really clean.
Yeah.
GH trying to be annoying here. Unfortunately, he was cute instead. And the tower will fall to the hands of Mickey or his faithful friend, the Centaur Conqueror. Can't tell which one got the last hit. I think it was the Centaur, though.
Really important.
Yep. Gotta give credit to whoever gets it, right? If it wasn't important, why even show it?
That's true. Looks like the Aegis is going to expire for Liquid.
Yeah.
They have pretty significant map control right now.
Nisha going Lincolns against Bane. It's pretty standard. GH will obviously skill a point and Enfeeble to counteract that, but it does make things a little harder. It gives you that moment to react. And is there anything else that's good against Concoction? That's pretty much it.
Outworld Staff.
Can't use that offensively.
Omar getting chased by Mickey. Looks like he might survive. Yeah, Mickey doesn't want to waste his time.
It's such a nice little nook there for Hoodwink.
Yeah.
That little corner. Alk is top net worth, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. And he has BKB when the courier is respawning in 2 minutes.
Yeah, he can go back and buy it though. There's nothing
Oh,
on
I
the
thought
courier.
that was on the courier. Okay.
It's just all stash, so there it is. This is one of the items I was looking for Nigma Galaxy to be able to fight. The other one is probably Sumail finishing Kaya Sanj. And then you're looking at a bit of a dead space before you get more damage, right? Like, no, Mars is not suddenly going to show up and deal 50% more. Like, the hero just doesn't.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure on the Ember and Alk to do the output. Yep, that's a shield rune for Ember. It's good. They can still Demonic Purge it, though.
True.
But if that gets used on anyone else, it will be
hunting.
very nice.
Nobody in the area.
He caught a courier.
Okay.
Much like you hunting at the steakhouse.
Well, I wouldn't call Chipotle a steakhouse necessarily.
That's true. Well, you did say you hunted steak, though. It's close enough.
Well, they have steak at Chipotle.
Yeah.
You know, I know you guys don't have that in Europe, unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't have steak.
BKB online for Mickey, and that means go time for Liquid.
Ags for Saberlight, too. This is a nice level up heading into this fight.
Ooh,
he is big, bad, and birdie.
It's funny that one of the most conceptually cool, like watching it, Ags in the game, and it's so simple.
Yep.
Gives you stats.
Yep.
Very cool.
Doesn't all have to be all this.
Meanwhile,
your hero
in
does
poker, when you get Ags on each specific facet, completely different skills.
And it's Mickey going to be able to take out the tier 2.
I didn't know you were a voice actor for the Goblins in Baldur's Gate 3. That's good to know. GH.
No, we're not going to worry about that because Omar dies on the other side to Saberlight. GH on the run, Insania. GH is pretty fast, though. Insania, Shadow Poison, not going to hit. Does give some vision, though. He will continue to chase as Nisha.
Lincoln's.
Indeed. Concoction blocked. And now the damage being applied.
Oh,
Tombstone placed as well as New pops the Essence Shift. You'll be able to get off the ult at the last moment, and Ghost trying to get something desperately here. Going for the Tombstone, going for some kills. Noob died first, but Boxy follows suit to Sumail. So in this little engagement, it's a 1-for-1. Saberlight shows up, though, with that Flesh Golem as Ghost will just blink away.
That fight.
Is this still a chase?
Yeah, he's dead now, though. That fight might have gone quite well for Nigma Galaxy if that Spirit hit, right? He speared only the Undying, and he speared him away. There were a lot of trees, but managed to score the goal instead. And then the arena came up afterwards. So a little bit of missed execution there for the side of Nigma Galaxy. In spite of everything, the gold lead is not growing for Liquid. Sure. But it's also, you're against Alchemist, so arguably every passing minute that it remains 4K, you are winning more, right?
Yes. That is technically true.
Yep. Oh, Mar and GH. They have eyes on Mickey. This would be a big one.
Bushwhack into the grip and Concoction to follow. Huge kill
that is
for
some
NGX.
offensive farming. Look at the map layout right now that he is over there completely alone, trying to steal Ancients away from the enemy team. Risky business.
Okay. Was going for a potential kill, but looks like he's going to leave the rest of his team behind. Omar drops. Looks like the next support for GH on the list for Nisha. A little bit of miscommunication potentially from NGX as they kind of split the uprights. Ghost just went to the north.
Yeah, this another moment that could have maybe been good for them given the man advantage. No Void in the area, but Ghost blinked to the enemy high ground and exploded on himself. That's not exactly the way you want to set that up, but Liquid once again continue to find a couple of kills here and there. I'm still baffled by the gold not moving more than it is, actually, in these last 10 minutes. It feels like it's hovered between 2 and 4K. Ghost. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Keeping up his stun ratio. Saberlight.
Saberlight. Oh, they're going to jump right on top of him. Sharpshooter to follow, but the save from Boxy. Wisdom Shrine does go to Ghost in the end because of the snowball. This is going to be a lot of damage applied to Saberlight. He dies, instantly spawns thanks to the innate. We're going to see a repeat of the last time we saw this. Noob absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, didn't get off arena. Gets
Now Ghost, another concoction. He actually wants to go in. He will. And to right-click his way on top with the bushwhack to follow. Lotus is going to be able to reflect on Mickey. Gets off the BKB and now turns his sight onto the Alchemist. Gets off the Chronosphere. That is a dead Minotaur face, whatever that cosmetic is. As Omar going to drop it as well. And now Liquid showing up in full form. Get the tier 2. Will they continue to push?
I don't see why not. 50 seconds on Alchemist. They thought they had more damage than they did, but the Demonic Cleanse obviously can remove the Orchid, and also Mickey has BKB. I think that just wasn't going to happen. It's a costly mistake.
Ghost Scepter. Sumail trying to lead the charge here. It's off a Sleight of Fist. Does dissuade Liquid from going any further, though. Alk not up for another 30 seconds, but Liquid's still going to back away. Potentially Roche time.
For the first time, it feels like this game, the lead is over 5K for either team, despite Alchemist being in it.
Yeah, that is true. Tag team going to help out in this endeavor as Roche will go down. You can see Sumail gonna scan it out.
A bit wild.
In the charge now, trying to go for Manisha.
Okay.
Gets the Aegis. Sumail, he
got the banner.
He did get the banner. We'll see if that matters in the end here. Sharpshooter gonna be dodged thanks to the disruption. A lot of damage applies to Sumail. There's the arena from Noob as Nisha still trying to find his way to Sumail. Another orb comes out. And the Yules now as Noob gonna be able to get off the spear. Does take out Insania, but eventually Sumail just goes down to the simple right clicks. Saberlight, no second life this time as Ghost shows up and shows him who's boss. Another concoction gonna be, oh, actually that was really smart. That was really cool actually from Ghost. Blinks into the snowball and gets the stun anyway. Another concoction to follow, and this is gonna be another valuable kill for Ghost. So despite not getting the Aegis, NGX showing up and having a pretty good fight.
Yeah, another more or less even trade when all is said and done. Of course, the Aegis still sitting on Liquid is really good news for them, but they lost the banner in the middle of that. It's pretty random. And Sumail just jumps in and picks that up. Hard to see a world where Nigma Galaxy put that to good use in the next 10 minutes.
The fact that you take that away from
you take it away.
Push, that's
yeah,
nice.
That's the big thing, is that the side of Liquid do not have it for their inevitable attempt at breaching the enemy high ground here. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with, for the most part, what Ghost is able to pull off. Like, he's had a couple of self-stuns that weren't great, but remember the start of his laning phase, and then they recovered him quite well, and he's finding small moments of opportunity in what I would argue is a pretty difficult game for him.
Yeah, for sure. Noob spotted out, coiled, will expire.
Yeah. It's going to help Noob a lot to get BKB. He's close to it. I think he was trying to find it on the side of the map there. Nisha is beyond Godling on Puck for the 17th time this year. 12-0-6.
Oh, GH spot at the last moment. Cancel of the TP. And just a matter of time. Mickey claims it.
And all of Liquid are here. They want the second Tormy.
Indeed.
And they will get it. And who will it go to? It is Boxley.
Ice shards.
He has maxed out shards, so they kill a creep wave, basically. It's quite nice.
So Ghost opted for Bloodthorn, and it's going to go for the shard.
Oh, Mickey spotted out by an invisible Alk.
Trying for the concoction play, gets off the Orchid, but Insania is there to cleanse it completely, and Mickey just time walks away.
Ironically, the cleanse has been best against an item we didn't even talk about because it wasn't in consideration at the time. But it's the Orchid that he's mainly using it against. It's very nice against the Bloodthorn.
Yep.
And I think if at all possible, oh, hang on. So, Nisha.
Yeah, Ghost has to pop the BKB in retreat. He's stuck inside the shards, though. They're going to use the arena. And, well, they still see him, though. They get the snowball and the Chronosphere. Mickey not leaving anything to chance. 80 seconds of no Ghost. And now the high ground is ripe for the picking for Liquid. As Nisha getting it pretty deep, takes out GH in turn. Just like that, 2 out of the equation for NGX. And Liquid buildings shall melt in their presence. One more fortification. They're actually gonna go for 3 lanes at once, potentially. Saberlight just wants to keep the creep wave nearby.
Yep, it's good. Might as well push out this additional wave for later. Helps with the pressure coming in bot later down the line. Yeah, this is at least 1 lane. I don't know if they go for more. They have 50 seconds on the Aegis and no chrono, but I don't really think there's any risk whatsoever because, once again, Nigma Galaxy's damage right now heavily contingent on the Alchemist being present.
Yeah, but the backdoor protection does kick in.
Sumail did cut the waves, so this is all they'll get. A lane plus a tower is a good prize, though. And yeah, we're reaching the point of the game that I was talking about. It's just Liquid will win these games almost every single time. We're reaching late game. You have Puck on Nisha, and you have Faceless Void. Like, this is starting to look borderline impossible for Nigma Galaxy, and it's not because of the gold amount, because you can obviously recover from 13k deficits, but the look of the lineups, you're also seeing the desperation here. This feels like a Hail Mary. Like, we have to make a move. If this fails, they might just throw in the towel for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe they could get a backstab on Saberlight. Since he TP'd in, he wouldn't be able to re-TP with his innate if it were ready.
That's true. The entirety of Liquid are active here.
Insta counter smoke.
Be popped. Big slide. Ghost gets the Abyssal, or the Bash. It's Boxy. They get the Ice Shards out. They're going to punch the Alchemist. He's already low HP. Pops the ult, though, and the BKB, trying to turn his sights onto the Undying. Actually grab allies himself as Nisha looking to turn the sight on him now. They are able to kill off the Tombstone eventually. They kill the Void during all of this as well, so 2 big kills. As the Shadow Demon in quite a bit of peril, Insania drops to the deck. Boxley looks to be next. That's 4 dead. This is going to be 5th with the GH still having his ult throughout all of this. A full team wipe for NGX.
What the fuck? They all died like that. What?
I missed the Void dying.
That's crazy that they pull that out, especially, so the way that all started. They don't get chrono off, but also Ghost, the way he just jumped in and started that fight, you're playing Shadow Demon and Tusk saves and Shard on Undying. There must be a way for them to save each other there, considering, once again, Nigma Galaxy's damage is not burst heavy. It takes time to get these kills. How on earth did they set that up? That's a 12,000 gold swing.
Yes.
Right there. So look at this. So they open on the Void. He gets snowballed.
Okay.
Goes into Ghost. He could just BKB here. He doesn't. He's trading away. Double spear.
Oh, double spear. They're
we
right
couldn't see him. They're stacked.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Clutch find there from Noob. He's had a quiet game here.
Yeah, typically that Shard on Mars, we only talk about the damage over time, but the double spear, wow. That's crazy.
And then maybe because they were stacked, so they didn't have Snowball because they already used it. Then they were stacked. Disruption, either maybe on cooldown or Insania couldn't click him in time. All right, it's not over yet.
It's not. Even game in terms of net worth, but you do have an Alchemist on the NGX side, so still Liquid favored, I would assume.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's still a pretty inspirational moment for NGX. They've got to be feeling themselves quite a bit after that. Could pave the way for some more moves, and they finally kill Nisha for the first time this game as well. GH getting his first Fiend's Grip, it seems, all game there. Full duration on the 13 and 0-9 Puck. What better target to find?
And Nisha has the Nullifier. Parasma going for the Octarine next.
So Mail off of that fight is going to get level 25 at the same time as Nisha basically now.
Wow.
So these talents are really, really strong. He's running Ags, so he's probably going to take the left talent. There we are. So minus 12 seconds recharge time. Ember is doing so much more damage now.
Ghost. They have their sights set on him. He's going to pop the BKB. Saberlight in the area as well. Cannot fight his way out of it. Insania gets credit for that one. A big kill for Liquid as the rest of NGX on the exit.
If Liquid are lucky here, they can get Roche off of this, but we see the timer. It's pretty long, courtesy of Gabe Newell's sundial here.
That's right, on his yacht.
Yeah, it's modern. You wouldn't understand it. This is actually a clock from the future.
Oh.
And this is about a minute and a half. So Ghost will be back.
So how much more room do we have to grow for Ghost? So he can get Abyssal, he can upgrade the Blink,
yeah.
he can take Radiance apart for a Nullifier.
Yeah.
And then
Gift Axe.
Gift Axe, I guess?
Moon Shard. So he can get another like 40,000 gold probably. 30,000. So he's halfway.
Yeah, Axe for, I mean, you could just do the refund for the Ember, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think we're still, I mean, at what point do you prioritize that over an additional item? Or is there a point?
I don't think there is one in this game. I think you're looking after yourself the whole way. And when you have nothing better to do, you gift Axe.
I see.
Because there's also, what good Axe can you gift? The Bane one would be interesting, to be fair. But the hard saves make it difficult even with Axe, though. Disruption and Snowball.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a melee Rax, although Fortification comes out. Alchemist up in 10 seconds. Has the buyback. Obviously doesn't want to expend it now. This will be a second lane. As Mickey gets Lotused and will be able to walk away here.
Keep your eyes a little bit here on the Hoodwink with the Blink Hex as well. There is some play potential for Omar to find a big move. This game, at this point, is mainly about can you play around Faceless, because in that last fight that you won 5-0, Void didn't get Chrono off. He has 2 Chronos now.
Oh.
With that
But 2 times refresher. 0 is still 0.
Yeah. If you set up the same play, you're going to get the same outcome. But that's the challenge here.
Yeah, big punch onto Omar. In a lot of trouble. Gets the sharpshooter off, but
no
not enough
buyback
to get away. Yeah, that's now a 5 versus 4 in favor of Liquid.
And Roche is about to spawn in 10 seconds, and he does not need to cross the river because he's spawning past 40, so Liquid are set up if they want to keep controlling that area. They get a red scan. This is really good news for them.
Ghost.
They might assume he went left, though.
Well, they're going to
piecing it together.
Yeah. Oh, Ghost still continuing to farm.
Oh, if he farms this camp, this could be bad.
Nearby, he's going to pop the BKB, the disruption to avoid Bane using any spells. Concoction going to come out, but Ghost is going to take too much damage. Does have the buyback, but they lose another support without buyback.
Yeah, it's free Roche.
And Liquid, yeah, exactly. Roche number 3.
Surely this is the killing blow.
Mid lane is pretty pushed in as well.
I think just put this Aegis on Void this time, I think, instead of the Helm of the Dominator.
We'll see. It will be.
Because they put the previous one on Nisha. I just think the only way Liquid lose a fight here is if Void dies, more or less. And with this, you're just so incredibly safe. You're playing triple save and Aegis. How on earth can Nigma Galaxy find this angle? At this point, the Void play doesn't exist, so you have to jump supports. Have to kill SD, have to kill Tusk, and then try to survive the 2 Chronos.
Saberlight has Ceaseless Dirge up as well, so going for him, he just comes back. And I think they're just going to give up Megas. Still 30 seconds on the death time before the out.
That's a range Drax top, but yeah, 20 seconds. Mickey should make that in time. On the way there.
Yep, Spear, Searing Chains to follow from Sumail. Sharpshooter, not going to do too much here. Now the Nullifier applied. Oh my god, Sumail's just getting bursted from 100 to 0. Does have the buyback as the Mars Arena comes out, but Mickey just has the Chronosphere. It's going to get gripped though. Do they have the damage? Again, he has the second life, so there's only so much you can do. Buyback comes out from Sumail as Mickey popping the BKB. Has the second Chrono if he wants to use it. Doesn't need to bother as Sumail kind of running out of steam here. Gets off the Shivas. As Ghost focusing on the Tombstone as Liquid, their supports are crumbling now. There's the Chronosphere number 2 from Mickey, but the nice save from GH for the time being. But Sumail does drop to the deck. 2 minutes down and out. As Ghost will get some help thanks to the Arena bashing the crap out of the Void. That's life number 1. Buyback now from Insania. Concoction coming for the Faceless Void. Noob and company can try to apply some pressure. Gets the Sharpshooter off and the rebuke. That's enough. Down goes Mickey, but they have mass buybacks from the Liquid side, and they can likely just try to end it, knowing that that's a dieback for Sumail. Noob drops, but does have the buyback available. This is still going to be a 3 versus 5. And now the building's starting to melt in favor of Liquid. One more smoke for the road. Still the buyback being retained. Tane from the Mars. Tomar gonna set something up. Roche's banner's placed. His Ghost can try to backstab. He stuns himself, though, and that should do it. My God.
Misclicked.
Oh, dear. Nullifier applied to the Mars in those last moments of the game. And Liquid coming back in this game number 2. Still no GGs coming out from NGX, which I guess is to be expected. As Nisha just frontlining, only dying a single time in this game. Just an absurd play from the best puck in the world. As Nisha will pop his BKB. As the Ancient goes down, and there go the GGs. So Liquid